I'm Nuska, your goddess. I'm Struckleman.
I'm gonna pose a question to you and to chat.
Okay.
Are you willing to spend $100 for a game? For a video game? Not the collector's edition, not any DLC, not even a physical copy anymore.
Well, it's not even a physical copy anymore?
No.
This is only for the digital? I thought it was...
Well, everything's going digital, but no, just the bare bones, basic bitch part of the game.
I'm quitting gaming here soon.
For $100.
Yeah, like the one time Mexico caused the earthquake. Oh, back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's the question. Are you all willing to spend $100? Because that's what they're talking about GTA 6 when it drops. Yeah, your face.
Please tell me they still have the physical game.
I'm not sure. Oh, hell no.
No, only if it's a collector's edition with a physical copy. That's 100 is better since... Dude, I don't even own a PlayStation 5. I don't even own a PlayStation 5, but I bought the special collector's edition of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It came with the game, nice metal casing, an art book, a CD, a collector bag, a little chocobo wrist thingy, I'm not sure what it was, and the crowning jewel, a 1/6 scale, lovely Sephiroth statue.
I'm not sure if he'll say it in this video. There was a collector's edition that came out recently.
For $300. Going to finish that.
Sorry. They came out. There was all that stuff, but no, it was a digital code for the game. There was no game with it. No physical game.
Oh.
They're not releasing physical copies of game.
Oh. Time for the PC Master.
That's what we've been playing on lately.
Yeah, Steam, right?
Or the Switch 2.
Switch 2! I will switch! I got the Eevee. Okay, I don't like getting digital copies of games, but I have the Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee game. I think it's the Eevee version. I don't know. I think it's the Eevee version. But I got that as a digital copy only because it exists on the Pikachu Eevee Edition Switch.
Anyway, let's get into the video.
That's already.
Hoping Rockstar does this, thinking it will pave the way for them to raise their own prices, a rising tide lifts all boats kind of thing. So, I think there are two important questions to ask here. First, could Rockstar do this? Could Rockstar charge more for GTA 6?
Yes, is the short version, absolutely.
GTA, I'm giving you the biggest free marketing you got in entire history of running this
He looks like a GTA character.
He does.
GTA game. For that, I want an extra $1 million.
Gundam!
Gaming going mainstream was a mistake. Once the hobby became the norm in our culture, the quality went down and the fidelity went way up.
Gaming's not even worth it anymore.
Couldn't care less if a game is 4K. Pixel count doesn't make up for soulless re-releases and $1 million therapy sessions to the tune of Dragon Age Inquisition or the inclusivity of Concord. Gaming journalism, being the good toady that it is for their corporate overlords, has slowly began drip feeding the idea of games should cost more.
It better not
be a patches in the game. Oh yeah.
That's another point. Yeah, if that game's $100, it better be worth $100. I better have hours to play in that game, and it better not be one. I don't even want to see one texture glitch in that game. But you know it's gonna have patches.
Alvamamba Baka My Day video comes with $29.99.
I remember when people when he went to 60 with the PS3, I thought that was much.
Instance, the extra credits video that met with so much pushback years ago.
Yes, I would say that the actual retail price of a modern AAA game without any additional ongoing revenue sources to support it should probably be as high as $85 to $90 new.
Get him out of here.
Yes.
Get him out of here!
Yes.
Yes.
Or how about this article here? why video games should be more expensive. Let's get some perspective here. In 1990, the NES cartridges were selling for $50. And in 1998, the N64 games were $70. If we adjust...
What? Excuse you?
I don't remember games being $70 in the 90s.
Yeah, no.
I remember PlayStation 1 games, they were like $20.
Yeah. Like I said, $29.99 is the price I remember.
Adjust these prices for inflation,
Oh, no.
you would pay around $100 for these games today.
Yeah, this article's bullshitting you. There ain't no way a game cost that much back then.
I need to look it up now because that's going to drive me crazy because I feel like for example, the original Kingdom Hearts for PlayStation 2. I feel like that was a $29.99 game.
Yeah.
I need
$100. This means that your current games are underpriced by at least $40. However, the shortage is probably much more than that. Let's keep in mind that those games were made with a lot of materials. So the price tag probably went to the fact that it was a physical object that you could hold in your hands and sometimes blow in to try and make work. Whereas to games now are just digital download. IGN...
Yeah. And now consoles are just digital. They're coming where you don't even have a disc drive, or you gotta pay to put a disc drive on it. Even though my PC doesn't have a disc drive, but that's different.
Also talked about this and published a little chart to give you an idea of prices, as if this would sway many of our opinions. Gaming inflation is like hoflation. You're working twice as hard to afford video games less creative than the ones your father played.
He's not a...
You know,
I just got that joke.
I didn't get the joke. My brain not flat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk about... What was the joke?
Basically, you work twice as hard for women not as attractive. Just keep going. Just keep moving on. Anyway, what was your point? Did I fry your brain?
You fuck new games. I still have all my old games. That's my point.
Yeah, and they still work. That's another thing. I could take that cartridge, put it in an N64 when we get one that works, and it will play. I don't need to do an update. I don't need to do any patches.
Yeah.
Because when that game released, it was playable.
It was done.
The line. But he's right.
A market oversaturated and grossly over budget, like the American government. An industry now churning out poorly optimized games that look like they're not far off of last generation's graphics, if not another remaster of something you played not even 5 years ago. And the worst...
Oh yeah, just another reminder since they showed that horrible Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be playing Afro Samurai soon! When it comes in the mail!
Yeah.
Da-ba-da. It was cooked, LOL.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Part is the remaster runs like a fat heifer in the middle of July, and it's somehow an extra 80 gigabytes than what it was.
What?
Moo moo.
So Ninja Garden 2 Black. The players can game being 86 gigabytes. The original version was 7? How the fuck do you do that? Like, I understand with like the Final Fantasy remake because that's a whole new game. Oh my god.
Huh.
Was the first time around.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, this is what I was telling you in the car. Price per hour.
No. I will burn down the world. That is basically just the MMO thing, except worse.
They're just spraying your butt cheeks and not even putting lube on it before they stick it in you.
I am not looking forward to the future.
But none have been more vocal for another gaming price hike than Strauss Zelnick. Just 5 years after the last gaming price hike. He has been planting the seeds with clever wording for years, ever since the massive success of Grand Theft Auto 5, the only game to be re-released more than Skyrim, with a microtransaction economy where...
So we're engaged with consumers every day, and what we found that this show is good for engaging with press, and engaging with the analyst community, with our customers, and consumers come by too, but mostly because the food is good at our booth.
Number 2.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Outside of his job, he's also an aging Patrick Bateman.
Trump's coming.
Yes.
We can't rely on Trump for everything.
Make gaming great again.
There's no question that the markers of age are meaningfully forestalled by a good diet and lots of exercise. That's unquestionably true, and I'm living proof of that.
Benjamin Bratt, the reverse aging guy that we watch it with you whenever you come in here, but we're not envious or anything.
And there is no question.
You reverse aging my ass. This is me after I got home after like a 13-hour shift.
Those crow's feet, man. Ooh.
That the markers of age are meaningfully forestalled by a good diet and lots of exercise.
Who's obsessed with health and wellness. If you watched a Business Insider workout video, just go to the comment sections. They don't roast Strauss Zelnick, they burn him alive.
You see Leopard Strauss putting in the time at the gym. Exercise 7 to 12 times a week, CEO of a video game company. I see what you did there. He puts in more effort into his workouts than his company. He paid this gym subscription with shark card money. His old age couldn't stop him from doing anything except leg day. Gotta stay in shape for screwing over your entire customer base. It's tough work, but it's gotta be done.
This is a bit of a non sequitur, but he was also exposed for contacting a GT.
To be fair,
put your shirt back on.
NBA fan sending shirtless photos. With some context, I assume that some rando wanted to join his workout group. Asking whoever this is to shower in his room is odd. Why am I showing you this? Well, it's because I had to see it, now you do too.
Fuck you, Gundam.
Well, anyway, back on point. For the last 2 or 3 years, Strauss Zelnick has been hyping up GTA 6 in his interviews, but he does it like a soulless machine. Luckily for him, there are at least 2 generations of gamers that treat any information about Grand Theft Auto with the same religious fervor as a battle sister does for the Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer 40k. November 23rd, this is when the infamous price per hour quote dropped during an earnings call.
Strauss Zelnick didn't say games should be price per hour, but he is right about their value opinion piece. In terms of pricing for any entertainment property, basically the algorithm is the value of the expected entertainment usage, which is to say that the pre-hour value times the number of expected hours plus the terminal value that's perceived by the customer and ownership of the title is owned or subscribed to, and you'll see that bears out in every kind of entertainment vehicle. By standard, our frontline prices are so very, very low because we offer many hours of engagement. The value of the engagement is very high. So I think the industry as a whole offers a terrific price to value opportunity for consumers. That doesn't necessarily mean that the industry has pricing power or wants to have pricing power. However, there are great deals of value offered. And look.
Do a drinking game every time it says value. You'll have alcohol poisoning by the end.
Sheesh.
I like that comment from Loco. No.
Ico.
Look, it's our strategy here to deliver much more
Loco.
value than what
I thought it was an I.
That's an L.
Loco Corona. I've been calling you Ico Corona.
Syllabus retarded than this. Oh my god. So yeah, they're basically hinting. So, back on topic. They're hinting at charging you per hour playtime.
No, I quit gaming at that point. Just no.
Or sail the high seas.
You compare with guns now? That'll be tricky,
charge consumers. It's also been our strategy here. We want to make sure the experience is first class, and the nature of the experience is not just quality of what we offer, it's also what you pay for. Everyone knows that anecdotally.
Keywords here are value and how often the phrase is driven home. His other favorite words are consumer and customer. That's you.
Real talk.
GTA may be art to you. It may be one of your favorite franchises that holds many fond memories for you, whether that's with...
But if it's...
You just get it on the PC when it comes out, I guess.
Yeah. It's all good, he said.
I know. Thank
Friends you no
I'm
longer
dumb.
see, or family members that have long since
I'm gonna
passed.
say this. Other than maybe some little things in there, it looks about good as it did on GTA 5 when it came out on the PS3.
That's...
So...
GTA is more to the fan base than just some game. It's an event that they look forward to as much as any birthday or milestone. But to Strauss, it's a product with tremendous value, and he wants to make every single dime off of it. Forbes once again had outlined her views.
GTA 6 publisher on the value of games in the dollar per hour measurement. I don't think the dollars per hour idea is true, not across any industry. Shorter movies do not cost more than longer movies. Netflix may have 20 times the total content library of rival services, but at most it costs twice as much. This really is not applicable to any industry, much less video games, at least for box copies. And Zelnick is absolutely leaving out the countless games, including his own, that squeeze money out of customers year-round with microtransactions.
No. It looks extra insane because isn't this in Florida?
Yeah, it's based on Vice City, which is... The original Vice City was based on 80s Miami. And now there's like modern Florida, which is more insane than 80s Florida.
You mean insane?
More insane, yeah.
Exactly. I agree that the cost shouldn't be pushed onto the consumer because the gaming industry is needlessly spending crazy amounts of money to make mediocre games.
Oh, you want to know what the budget for this game is so far making it? $2.2 billion.
Is it gonna be made of gold?
They've been making it for 10 years.
Ooh, I hope they've actually been making it for 10 years and not just been twiddling their peepees.
The industry is no longer about passion or art, it's about profits. But what they make is the digital equivalent of fast food these days. For every GTA, Metal Gear, Elden Ring, Zelda, Mario, etc., there are countless annual releases and remasters not worth the bandwidth needed to download. In the age of equity, long-running franchises that people love
I've never played the Witcher game, but I've heard people bitching about this.
Ugly.
And one, they made her look ugly, and two, she's not supposed to be doing the things she's been doing in the game. I don't know
They turned her into a witch.
I don't know anything about The Witcher, so don't quote me on this, but I've heard a lot of people complain about it.
Seem to be more interested in preaching to you now rather than entertaining you. In Rockstar's last E3 presentation, they definitely seem to be waving the banner of diversity, equity, and inclusion, whatever the hell the phrase is.
So before we get into the big concepts that we're talking about here, let's just break some things down for our viewers. Jim, can you help us understand and talk about equity and diversity and why it's so important in the conversation about the video game industry today?
Absolutely. Equity and diversity has been a challenge for the gaming industry since its inception. It hasn't really changed very, very much over time, but I think the biggest change that people are seeing in the last 2 to 3 years are the lack of it in the modern era and the rationale that there's no excuse behind not having better equity and diversity in the industry from here on out. So what I like about
Cheat system. Did you hear that? GTA
Concord.
Oh God. Then you don't buy it. Don't buy it.
The other thing also killed.
No.
Sorry.
This is the smart thing you have to do. When a new game comes out, do not pre-order it. Let it simmer. Let other people try it out first to see if it's even worth buying. I almost made that mistake when Fallout 76 came out. We pre-ordered it. And then I did a little research and found out how it was going to be online only and stuff. And I was like, nope, cancel that pre-order.
And we would have gotten it for the PS4, which is the worst version of the game, too.
Canceled that shit so fast.
One of the things also a point I want to make with Concord, everybody shits on the game how it looks, but the biggest thing that killed that game, it was a $40 game in a market where its competitors were free to play. So
super not worth it.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, oh sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, it does look like one of the parodies on GTA. Maybe they'll make it good then. Have you ever seen the GTA anime?
No, there was an anime?
They made an anime in the game.
Oh, that anime. Yeah, I've seen that.
piece of shit.
As of January 2025, Grand Theft Auto 5 has made over $8.6 billion in revenue and sold more than 200 million copies worldwide. This makes it one of the most successful entertainment products ever created. And still, we're now talking about the game possibly needing to be more expensive.
Why? Why?
If that wasn't enough, many of the veterans of Rockstar Games that made them what they were gone by 2020.
GTA radio host Laszlo leaves Rockstar. The in-game DJ was also the writer and producer of the series.
I didn't bother grabbing an excerpt from this at the time because I totally forgot and I've had a little bit too much to drink right now. But Laszlo was a guy they kind of picked up to do something, but he was so good. They kept him on for years and he wrote mini skits and bits for the radio stations. It's wild to lose such a massive talent, as Strauss Zelnick would say. I should take the time to note that Laszlo did leave due to family issues and illness. But the thing is, he hasn't come back while also working on other video game related projects and working for Disney and Netflix.
That's another thing to point out. A lot of these games that are coming out now, like for BioWare with Dragon Age. The people that originally created BioWare that made it what it was left. The writer, I heard with Mass Effect 5, they're trying to get the old writers back before they release it, so they're trying to make it good because after the shit that happened with Velgar, which I actually have another video we can watch tomorrow on.
Okay.
That game failed miserably. And you've seen all the clips of the I'm not binary and pull a barb shit. Why does this need to be in this game?
Yeah, I think for Final Fantasy VII, my main gripe would be how they axed all the original voice actors for no reason.
Yeah.
As well. Rockstar Games co-founder Dan Houser left the company as well. Dan was one of their most talented writers. The success and lasting impressions that games like Bully and Red Dead Redemption had on gamers, they speak for themselves, to be honest. To put it in perspective, the voice actor for Michael from GTA 5, when he was asked about Dan Houser leaving and what will Rockstar do, just look at the reaction and it pretty much tells you all you need to know.
Or that awkward family dinner.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean
that was in the Dragon Age. It was like this weird, awkward. Well, I'm non-binary or whatever.
Oh.
It was. Ugh.
No.
I didn't hang out with him.
No. I'm just curious because he's
above my pay grade.
He's left now. He's left. So do you think that might have an effect on their next game, or do you think they'll be right because there's so many talented people there, or because he's been the bread and butter?
I don't know. Yeah. You know, there's that he's a damn good writer, man. I know he's typing until his fingers bleed, you know, but I don't know. You know, it's hard to say. You know, a lot has changed. You know,
but frankly, with GTA 6 on the horizon, we have to spin everything into a form of triumph.
Hey, look, I'm on fire.
Rockstar abandons its boys club past and fired toxic managers. But will it help make GTA 6 a better game?
No.
Wow. Yeah, you guys gotta stop doing that now. Trump put a ban to DEIs.
In the government, not in private sector, which...
Fuck.
But you gotta keep on, how many games have come out in the last 3 years that have just failed, utterly failed because of this crap?
Yep.
So...
That's why I don't game anymore. I just stick to the classic until they start fucking it up. But I stick to my classics.
We just got, or indie games, like Me-Side. That game was made by 2 people in Russia.
Oh.
It's a small indie game. Look how much
they put their heart and soul into it, and it's not expensive as fuck.
Yeah, and look how many people have been playing that game.
Power World.
Power World's another one. It's not getting sued by Nintendo.
Mouthwashing.
Like, all these small little games that are coming up that are telling better stories, and are not spending $2 billion to do it.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Where's this from?
Computer says no. I don't think so. As Nietzsche once
Office,
said,
I guess. I don't
one
know.
must have chaos in your soul to give birth to stars. And let's be real here. The success of Dragon Age tells you exactly what happens when you focus on it being a hug box.
I don't know. Hearing this, I'm losing all interest in wanting to even buy Grand Theft Auto 6. To be
I'm
honest.
gonna do the wait and see approach.
Exactly, and then you want to get it off the you want to get it on the PC.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a PlayStation 5 anyway. I doubt it's going to be for the 4.
Gaming industry hoping GTA will be $100 so they can charge $100 for a Vel. Imagine if they charged $100 for Velguard. That game would have imploded.
Oh, please don't do that for the 3rd installment of Final Fantasy VII.
Or Kingdom
Unless you're going to charge me $300 and give me another Sephiroth statue.
Black with Wukong.
Or Black Myth Wukong.
Wish it would come out on
Atomic
PC.
Heart Company.
Or another one I want to see. What's the other one that came out with Black Myth Wukong? Or the one with Eve? Why is my brain not working this moment? Stellar Blade. I want that to come out on PC.
Huh. Don't.
After the earnings call with Strauss Zelnick and the idea was pitched of games should cost more, the rest of the industry followed suit.
Capcom president thinks that games should cost more. The
we were
publisher
just
hasn't yet
Why?
joined
How do
the
we?
charge of $70 for new
I
release.
paused it.
How do we go full circle? How do we do this every time with our live streams? we do something and it connects back to something else we did earlier. How the heck did we do this?
By the way, for the record, we bought this game on sale with a bunch of other.
We were just playing that earlier in stream if you were not here. That's so funny.
Pieces.
Well, it'd be nice if Capcom put out like a new Resident Evil rather than remastering all the classic ones.
Game prices are too low. According to head of legendary publisher, games should cost €100.
On December 4th for 2023, the GTA 6 trailer dropped. Fan hype hit a fever pitch, and the gaming price hike discussion came up again and again since then.
Baldur's Gate 3 dev says almost all games should cost more. Mentions GTA 6 potentially introducing a disturbance in the current AAA pricing strategies. It's
You know, some an old trend that games do, you leave them alone for a while, the price goes down.
Yeah.
The only thing that doesn't follow that, though, is Nintendo. Nintendo stays just the course.
Because it's Nintendo. Oh, what if they start charging $100 for...
No, don't do that, Nintendo. No.
And rape you over the course.
No, your games are
particularly
definitely not
interesting,
worth
though,
it.
as a rumor from last year claimed that Rockstar could charge up to $150 for GTA 6. I think a game should be priced according with its quality, breadth, and depth. I'm not against higher prices, but this arbitrary uniform just doesn't make sense to me. It feels so unserious. Almost all games should cost more at a base level because the cost of making them, inflation for one, is outpacing pricing trends. But I don't think we'll get there with DLC promises so much as quality and communication. Everyone's just waiting for GTA 6 to do it.
I want pie pies.
I'm hungry.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Don't worry, Lou. We'll be
And my day
getting
is
soon.
ruined.
All these game devs are praying to God that GTA 6 comes out and they just go, wham, $150. Because
That's what we're going to do a short time of adventure times tomorrow.
We'll do a bunch of videos times after. We'll do 2 after this video, okay?
Okay. So 2 more videos after this video. Okay.
All right.
obviously all these other companies would be like, okay, now we can charge about that much.
Pay me. I'm not paying you, you freak. Pay my hands.
Most major releases are $69.99 here in the US. If you add tax and all the other crap, you're looking at around $75 a pop for a AAA game. If the price goes up to $79.99, we're looking at $86 to $87 a game. Damn near $100 mark right then and there. Trust me, if they can work a $10 price hike every 5 years, rather than it being 10 to 15 years, you will be looking at $100+ games in the next 2 console generations, if not 1. Then take into account if the games cost more, you better bet your ass Sony and Xbox will probably be sitting there going, well, the games cost more, so the console has to cost more. By the way,
of course.
I wonder what they...
What?
For the Ultimate Editions, if the game...
Exactly.
Or DLC. They'll charge you $50 for DLC. Like...
I just got done... I had to do this just because of Sephiroth. I don't normally do DLC, but I just bought, I think it was like $25 of DLC for Super Smash Ultimate.
Yeah. You continue. I'm gonna let the dog out.
Oh, Bobo. But yeah, no. Like I said, I bought... Shoe doggy. Shoe. Well, I bought the Final Fantasy VII Super Bundle that has a 1/6 scale Sephiroth statue that on its own is selling for like $300. Not to mention all the other goodies I get, like the CD, art book, metal case, blah, blah, blah. Don't use the game, though, because I don't own a PlayStation 5.
I could have won one at one with the TDC last year.
Oh, yeah, that's all good. But, yeah. And people still wonder why the PC Master Race is still winning. Yeah, we officially joined the PC Master Race because of all this. And we've just found that gaming with PC has been a lot easier. As long as a controller can hook up to it. Because playing with a keyboard sucks. Keyboard, mouse sucks to play with. If it's not a controller, it's horrible. Yeah.
We imagine when you were playing the zombie with the control.
No! If I was playing Resident Evil with the keyboard, I would be breaking it.
I haven't forgotten how the gaming industry pitched digital media to us. They used to sit there and go,
it's too expensive to make physical games. So if you buy digital, it'll be cheaper.
Flash forward to now, if you buy a game digitally, it's the same retail cost value as the physical version. Now some might say,
hey Gundam, the devs are underpaid, blah, 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 blah.
Ugh.
The hike in price will help pay them more, a livable wage.
The correct answer is... horse shit!
I'm glad I did my breathing with him.
They always tell you something's going to be a livable wage for someone, but it never seems to be that way. The CEOs always get paid the most. They get paid hand over fist money, while the devs just usually get laid off. Remember what happened at Bungie?
Former Bungie dev shows fury and sorrow over layoffs, following the revelation that the CEO, Pete Parson, allegedly spent $2.4 million on vintage cars in the last 2 years.
Let's just skip down to the funniest part.
I remember the Friday before the first layoff. Me and another CM were in the lobby, and I was literally talking about how I didn't have enough money for groceries. Pete walked right up to us and bragged about a few new expensive cars he bought, and that we should come to his house to see them.
Long story short.
Wow.
These people are unbelievable.
You have to be a grade A sociopath to do that shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's a level of autism I'm not understanding how you can't even begin to comprehend.
Short, this guy right here, he got fired.
Damn. Bungie spent 2 years virtual signaling about everything except video games. During this time, the developer aggressively attacked gamers and became obsessed with pronouns and claims for justice, often targeting white males. 2 years later, the same company fired 200 people.
While they cared a lot about fairness until it came to paying people
That's his
like...
face. That's my face.
Yes.
We'll just skip over crazy people trying to sue Rockstar, claiming that their likeness was infringed upon.
I told you. I told you it looks like a GTA character.
Ooh, that not autism, that a...
Even though I gotta admit, the Florida Joker might have a leg to stand on. You want them to pay attention?
Joker.
Here's a pro tip, my dude. Make a GTA 5 mod. Take-Two will be in contact with you soon.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
What? What's this?
They were going after people modding their game.
Oh no! Final Fantasy VII was upset about people modding their game with the pervert stuff. I don't care. I want to see Sephiroth naked. Leave me alone. Not like I'm playing it online.
IGN began putting out articles on a semi-regular basis about game prices, gearing you up for the inevitable price bump. This is what progressives call normalizing, where they put an idea in your face over and over and over and over again, and if you ever say something against it, they tell you how you're problematic. And they usually give the same tired analysis of the NES would have been $400 or $500 now if it came out due to inflation, and each game would be $100. And we leave out you got a game cartridge made of plastic. The entire game was on the cartridge. They didn't sell you pieces of it in DLC. It usually had an art booklet, a box, had posters. They gave you all sorts of stuff. Now,
that's another thing. You don't get manuals with games anymore. You don't get an art book unless you buy the special edition.
Hell, they save money on the case too. They cut out half of it.
How you buy a game is this little brochure in it with a QR code so you can get your manual because they don't want to print it on paper.
Pay more to play. Why video game prices could rise in 2023.
I don't feel like going through this one, honest to God.
GTA 6 price. Many in the video game industry hope for $80 if not $100, analysis said. Packaged game prices have never been lower in real terms than they are today, even though the budgets are at an all-time high and player growth has stalled. GTA 6 could reestablish package video game prices after decades of deflation, despite rampant cost growth. Both reports have sparked discussions about the value of video games and the likelihood that Rockstar would actually go through with an $80 to $100 price range for GTA 6. A good company rises salaries in line with inflation so that their staff don't die or something. But game prices haven't risen with inflation. This isn't the reason the industry is in this for now, but it is an uncomfortable truth. On the other hand, the responsibility for a game developer is to make sure that the game they show lives up to that promise and that investment from the player.
And how many games live up to promise?
To go with this article, IGN also posted a poll to see.
That's another point he made. How many games actually live up to the promise? Like Cyberpunk when it first came out, Fallout
76. Yep.
They promise so much and they don't live. Imagine if this game comes out $100 and it played like Cyberpunk did when they were first released.
Or 76. That's the one
People are gonna find Take-Two and burn it to the ground.
They'd be asking for refunds. The game would be as worthless. Remember the whole outrage with Fallout 76?
Yeah.
You couldn't even sell the game.
You couldn't give it away.
Overwatch, huh?
Overwatch. I'm not too much into the Overwatch drama, but I think I heard people bitching about Overwatch 2.
No, means Sky.
No Man's Sky. That's
right.
Another one. Even though they kind of came back, and made the game good, but I've seen people play it, but even still.
They did that with Cyberpunk too.
Yeah.
Eventually.
That's
the thing. You have to be patient for them to eventually. Or they do something like Concord where they just X the game altogether. Is that what they did?
Yeah, but Concord, it was a playable game. I mean, that's the bare minimum these companies can't even hit anymore.
But they still murdered the game.
Yeah, because it just didn't sell any copies, and
you wasted your money if you bought the game at all.
Well, actually, they gave you refunds.
They did? Okay, cool.
I wanted to go buy like a physical copy and hang on to it if it was factory sealed.
Oh.
I saw some people doing that.
How many people are open to paying $100 for GTA 6? And about half the people are willing to do it. 57%.
Then they make it free.
Oh.
Speaking of, I pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Rebirth
for the PC
off of Steam, and then when it came out finally, they had it as a bundle with Remake, and I was like, damn it, I could have got that one.
Going to save money.
I could have saved $10.
It'll keep the dog from growling at the cat.
Mushi, you know better. You leave Grandpa Cat alone.
Anyway.
Said no, but 33% was yes, and 9% said maybe. That's damn near half. Ball's ignoring the fact that GTA 5 made $8.6 billion.
It's over. We are screwed.
They spoke as if GTA Online being part of the base game was a massive act of mercy on their part. But let's be real, they didn't have any idea it would take off like this. Rockstar experimented with GTA 4 Online. Then Rockstar and Take-Two perfected the subscription service for GTA 5 Online, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, getting as much money out of you as they can. And GTA Online is basically where nimrods like DSP would spend literally thousands of dollars on digital bullshit to appear rich in a video game. And as I stated before, it made so much money they scrapped a half-finished DLC for GTA 5. The game has been released on 3 different generations of consoles and PC, all at full price. Lord knows if Rockstar gets away with GTA 6 being $100 on PlayStation 5, they'll damn sure re-release it again on PlayStation 6, 7, and 8, all of them being $100 each. Mark my words if it goes through. All of these CEOs like Zelnick, Andrew Wilson, Bobby Kotick before he was fired, they all see gaming becoming so ubiquitous that, and I quote, "your life will be a video game," as Andrew Wilson once said. Here's a clip. It's just too mental for me to explain.
Network streaming latency-free gaming to every device you own, it's really easy to imagine that games would permeate our lives much the way digital music does today. From the minute I get up in the morning, everything I do has an impact on my gaming life, both discrete and indiscrete. The amount of eggs I have in my internet-enabled fridge might mean my Sims are better off in my game. The length of distance I drive in my Tesla on the way to work might mean that I get more juice and Need for Speed. If I go to soccer practice in the afternoon by virtue of internet-enabled soccer boots, that might give me juice or new cards in my FIFA product.
Is that guy insane?
He's this, right? Whatever this is.
Yeah. My brain hurts.
Yeah.
No. These motherfuckers want to track everything you do so they can sell your data, then turn around and sell you some bull video game based on your data and life choices. That's super dystopian. On January 24th, IGN posted the question yet again on the $100 GTA. Odds are they did this on Twitter for engagement and maybe even testing the waters for Take-Two.
With some industry analysts hoping for GTA 6 to be priced between $80 and $100, we want to know how much you're willing to pay for the highly anticipated sequel. Here are your thoughts. Would I pay $100 for GTA 6? Honestly, yes.
And who's that? Oh!
No.
Simps.
This
is kind of scary. Yeah.
He sounds like a cult leader.
Save us.
Save us. Save us, aliens! Only the aliens can save us now.
Would I pay $100 for all the other games / publishers who would likely try to jump to the $100 bandwagon even though their games aren't even to the quality of $70? No.
Well, guess what, Sunshine? It won't matter what you think. Because they know you'll cave in and buy it. If you don't buy it at $100, then they'll probably price it for what it's really worth, like they did with Star Wars Outlaws.
You're like, I won't pay $100, I'll probably give you 70.
And then they're like, cool, still got what we would have initially got.
Here's the downside, though. The people who are rich are going to go ahead and buy it for that price, though. So it's just going to force all the people who want to be reasonable about it have to wait longer for them to eventually drop the price.
God, I wish we had that money.
And then the rich people will be like, haha, I get to play the game first. Oh, I'm snoopy.
Or pay $30 to play it early. That's a new thing now.
Got for it. And you think you're getting over on somebody.
I will happily pay $100 for GTA 6 because it's GTA 6. I can't think of any other franchise that includes so much value to each product to justify that price. I would definitely not be willing to spend that on a new IP or my first foray into an existing IP. I already won't consider buying GTA 6 until it reaches PC. But if they try to start that $100 pricing, I promise they won't get a penny from me. That's for any game company. I see too much noise from brain-dead shareholders and journals trying to convince us AAA games should cost more.
Good for you, Joe.
Yeah, not sure how I could save people from this. I mean, cheat system activated. Yay! I need you for Resident
GTA
Evil
6
4.
isn't worth 100. Then most games these days are definitely not worth 60 or even 40. GTA 6 will hold at least 10 times more replay value than most titles that are 60. Some people will drop 100 for a game with a soundtrack and a poster in a box. This is Rockstar Games we're talking about.
Her face before. But you know how her freaked out face is? That's the way when I heard it was a $100 game.
I wonder if he's going to use that Attack on Titan
Every
reference.
GTA game they've released has been a hit and held it down for years until the next one.
See
If
if I can
GTA
copy that
6 is
face.
asking a bit more money up front, I'm okay with that.
It's kind of amazing to see just how many people
less.
around you are willing to accept whatever a corporation says or does. We went from Occupy Wall Street to protect it at all costs. It's like Warhammer 40K, but it's gayer.
Let's be real, there's almost nobody that would decide not to buy and play GTA 6 if they up the price. 70 if it runs at 30, 100 if it runs at 60. People won't just pay 100 for it, they will buy it multiple times over the next gen consoles too. LOL, look how many people probably bought GTA 5 for PlayStation 3, 4, and 5. I want it to cost 200 for 3 days of early access. So
Okay. What games can you think of that you bought multiple versions of?
Final Fantasy Remake. Remember we bought for the PC and the PS4.
And
Skyrim.
the PlayStation 5 Skyrim. Got it on the Switch. Borderlands.
Kingdom Hearts.
To be fair, they keep remaking it, remastering it, and they give you shit. They got the special edition stuff. You gotta buy Kingdom Hearts for the pen.
I can not only play GTA 5, but I can also have a fight with my wife. This will give me 3 days head start of total silence and not having to deal with the poor.
like
Steal
Pokemon
me in Rockstar
and
Games.
Digimon.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
that
You want to
too.
pay $200 to play the game 3 days early. But if you're playing by yourself, you know, in the story mode, that don't even make sense. Because you'll be playing by yourself anyway. Unless you want to give them $200 to play online.
Well, actually, no, you're wrong with Pokemon and Digimon, because those were remakes, not the same game over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm talking about buying the exact same game, just on a different console.
For 3 days by yourself, which again sounds retarded.
Well-made games are extremely rare. GTA 6 is well worth $100, you cheap freaks.
How do you know, Dubs? You haven't played it. We're cooked, dude. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't care about gaming anymore. I ride motorcycles again. I pull an Andrew Tate. I have GTA.
Well,
Yeah. Who cares about gaming anymore? You got your cars.
Yeah, which I was gonna work. I'll probably work on tomorrow.
I got art.
And we
And
got.
I guess this. We got you. Hi, you. Hi, all of you. I got you.
the discourse was kind of split, but many people were
Oh, shit,
open
but
to
that
paying
forced me to
$100 for
game.
GTA 6. This is a scary precedent being set by people from the instant gratification generation. If the $100 GTA game happens, expect every other game to go up as well. Mark my words, you will be paying $100 for the base Call of Duty, and the special edition will be kissing $500. I can't help but feel like I'm living in the age of the last man, a phrase coined by Friedrich Nietzsche. I am in a world where
that special edition, it was gonna kiss 500, better come with a 1/4 scale figure of
You
something.
better come at least come with a hooker to jerk you off while you're playing the game.
Nice.
Eric Butts isn't the odd exception, but the rule. And over the years, the gaming industry has conditioned gamers with no impulse control to the point of where now even car and motorcycle manufacturers are charging their customers just to use safety features or turn-by-turn navigation. Everything's a subscription fee. Want a heated seat? Gotta pay. Want your airbag to work? You gotta pay.
Is that true?
Yeah, BMW, you have to pay a subscription for the heated seats to work.
What about the airbag?
Airbags he's joking on.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's time to play the...
It's time to play comparators like...
of the Caribbean, starting Captain Cheat System, Lieutenant G and Private Loco sailing the waves on the internet.
You want to sing the One Piece theme?
I did pay to see that.
This is known as the Great Pirate Era.
No, gago, dreaming. Don't give it up, Luffy, dreaming. Don't give it
I
up,
hate-
Zelda, dreaming. Don't give it
We're
up,
losing
Nami.
people. They don't like the 4K's version of One Piece.
It's childhood goodness. Fine. So come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we will find everything that we're looking for.
Like cheap games.
One Piece. There you go. Okay, Pirate Brad.
Thanks a lot, Modern Gamer. Odds are, Strauss Zelnick will get his $100 game, and it will usher in an era of more mediocrity at a higher price. Congratulations. Rest in piss. We won't be missed.
Sad. Very sad.
What did
We have a
to say?
rumor that just dropped today.
GTA 6 will be the first game where online is sold separately at launch, leaker claimed.
Good.
If Tez 2's leak is correct,
I
there's
don't want
also
it
a
anyway.
prospect that the game will be both story mode and online mode will stick to industry standard pricing. Rockstar would have to consider how much cheaper they would want.
Okay. So apparently, on top of having to pay the game system for online play, you have to pay the game too for online play.
On top of the now $100 game.
Dun 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 dun.
To make the online mode. And it's hard to justify making GTA Online cost as much as the base game with a massive story mode.
They'll put more DLC in the online mode than they'll ever put in the story mode. GTA 5 was the first GTA that had no DLC. Keep that in mind. Story-based DLC.
Making GTA Online standalone at launch, GTA 6 stands to make Rockstar a lot of money. The game is projected to make $3 billion within the first year at launch.
They also believe $1 billion in pre-orders.
And even if players buy just the cheaper GTA Online, most will still participate in microtransactions that have made the current version of GTA Online so popular.
Yeah, to the tune of a few billion. So
That's why they're going after the modding community, because you can just use free mods to enhance your experience. You don't have to pay for that. Wow.
Alright.
Wow. Online play comes with a separate price. What an unforeseen turn of events.
Alright. Well, that was the end of this video.
Thank you all for joining us.
Modern gaming is cooked.
I'm gonna stick to old school gamings. I just need to get me a new N64. I got my GameCube. I got my Super Nintendo. I got PlayStation 2. I got the Wii. I got PlayStation 3, Wii U. I got all the old stuff except for Xbox because I'm not an Xbox gamer.
Well, we got an Xbox 360.
We got Xbox 360. Yeah. We got like what, 2 games on that?
Yeah. Hey, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us. Bye.